me. Alrighty,
I'll be burping and farting over here.
Back. Oof. I do need to change my commander, so pardon my pink keyboard. I do love this thing so much. It's pretty and pink. Okay, I'm gonna reset. Well, no, I'm not gonna reset because everybody else is set except me. So let's reset for game 2. And I'll re-randomize. And then we'll be good to go.
Oops, I'm not starting with a wolf on my board.
Alright.
I mean, I want to, but I don't think you guys would be okay with that.
Okay, 1.
Cheat count 1 already.
2, 3. Alrighty, so ALK is gonna be going first.
Hey. Alright. Hey!
You've been knocked from the top spot, Bennie. Alrighty, so some of us have changed commanders. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Why does this shuffle normally off camera, but on camera they just refuse to go together? It's because it's live.
Yep. 100% it's because it's live. I guarantee you that I am super smooth and like I could be mistaken for a professional off camera, but as soon as I get on camera, I forget my own triggers and everything. And I'm like, this is great. That's why I have my oops counter to keep me humble. It got high as 10 one time.
I remember that.
I really wish I didn't remember it. It's really embarrassing. Okay, 1, 2, 3,
0,
4,
10,
5,
nice.
6.
So they forgot their own name on camera.
Oh, 0. I'm sorry. Alrighty, I found a hand that I'm keeping. Also, this is my commander made by a cool person at the table. What?
Hey, good job, Bennie.
Yeah.
ALK, not to sound all weird or mushy, but this is probably my favorite card I own. I'm not kidding. Because it is legit my 2 favorite pieces of Chandra art ever. Like this.
They're just both like insanely beautiful pieces of Chandra art.
Like I just, it makes me very happy because I literally was when you sent it to me I was like, oh, that's really cool, but then it actually had both of my favorite pieces. Like, I really wish that this art right here is from Liberating Combustion, and I really wish it was for an actual, like, planeswalker, because it is so pretty. So, my little bit of mush.
And the front art is only, like, it's not even card art.
No, it's not.
Just from, like,
story.
the Origins game and the story.
Yeah. Like,
I've got all kinds of great cards, all green, and then 1 mountain.
No, I'm so sorry.
Oh man, this is a great opening hand if I had any green mana whatsoever.
There was a game once
Not
where...
only is it 1... What?
I was gonna say there was a game where I kept a 1-land hand, but I had a soul ring. And I was super lucky that I hit a land drop on the top, but I very rarely like to risk it for the biscuit in that sense.
I've done that, and I think it was a signet or something. It was only 2 mana. I did not draw another mana for a while. It was a bad risk on my part.
Also, for the lovely people in chat, I forgot to announce this when the stream launched, but I do have brand new emotes for tier 1 subs. So they are emotes done by Inkling Customs, Jess, who's absolutely wonderful. And they're absolutely my favorite. I do have a slot for another one, so if you have any suggestions for a 5th emote, let me know. But we have a Risk It for the Biscuit, a Feud, a Monarch token, and then just me being dumb. So I like to do Risk It for the Biscuit when I keep a really crappy hand, because I do like to risk it for that sweet, sweet biscuit. And look at him! He's just a happy biscuit. Kind of want to punch him in the face that he's so cute, you know? Just me?
Sure.
I'm sorry.
Sure, that's not revealing of your preferences at all. Anyways.
Wow,
right,
I learned a little bit of something about myself today. Thank you. I'm keeping my hand.
I'll keep mine.
Cool.
I am keeping mine.
Let's do
it. So we're all ready.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Draw. I will play a swamp and pass.
My turn.
Yes.
I'm gonna draw and play a sheltered thicket and pass.
Alrighty, draw. I'm gonna play a mountain and say go.
Draw. Hissing Quagmire. Pass the turn.
All right. I will play a Dragon Skull Summit, tap for 2, and cast an Orzhov Signet, and I will pass.
Awesome. JackSythe, thank you for the follow. Also, Zero in chat says, remember the True Biscuit are the friends we made along the way. And I think that's a tune we can all dance to be honest.
ALK, were you just the one who went? Who just went?
ALK did.
I just went. Yeah, I passed.
Okay, so it's my turn.
Oh my god, I just drew my card. I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna draw. I'm not gonna draw on my turn. I'm so sorry.
Skipping over me.
I didn't mean to do that. I'm not Sheldon.
Do that. For that, I'm gonna play.
My wife does that all the time when we play games, and her excuse is she was an only child, so it was always her turn.
Oh my god.
Play that and go ahead.
Yay, I'm not drawing because I already drew, and I'm really hate that I did that. I'm so good at video games. I am just going to play a single mountain, and then I'm going to pass the turn.
All right.
What's that artifact that's up? It's not letting me click on it to see.
It is a Orzhov Signet.
Oh, okay.
Nothing special.
Until you need it.
The person who wields it is special.
Blade and a Basilisk Collar, and I will pass the turn.
All right. I will draw. I will play a High Market as my land for turn. Tap 4. And cast a Solemn Simulacrum.
Sad boy.
And I will get a mountain and pass.
He's so solemn. Okay.
Arizona Angel says I played a land that goes giggity.
What is it? Oh, the Quagmire.
Oh, jeez.
I remember that show.
I'm surprised it is still on.
It is still on. Well, The Simpsons is still on, too.
That also surprises me.
I could use another mana. Is everybody open?
I am open. Yeah, well, everybody except ALK is open.
Everyone except me, yeah.
I think the only one I haven't hit yet was Chase.
Yeah.
So Chase, I'll go for you. That's for 2.
The residuals from last game, I understand.
Yeah, I don't think I hit you last game at all, so you were due.
I will also happily trade a Solemn for your wolf, so...
What is that, by the way? Megan, what's your creature?
My creature? It's a Quilled Wolf.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I can pay 6 to give him 4/4 until end of turn, but right now I only have 2 mana, so... Apparently my opening hand was like, yeah, you have 2 mana, and then just apparently not going to draw anymore after that, so...
I'm so
It's
sorry.
like, ah, screw you.
It has great art, though.
Yes,
And
it does.
It's what?
I vote that ALK should give you some land.
I'm Mardu, and she's green, so I think she'll be all right.
Go over there and...
Did you pass? Oh, Megan, did you pass?
Oh, yes, sorry.
Awesome, cool. Okay, so... Oh, so is the wolf tapped?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I picked it up to show him, and then I put it back on
You are
tapped.
good. Okay. I'm gonna then drop another mountain. Look at that. Ooh, that foiling hits really nicely in that particular angle. I'm gonna tap 3, and I'm gonna play in my commander. Also, Pika Miner in chat, that wasn't a donation noise. I think that was someone's text. But if you want to hear the cool donation noise, you can make a sick donation.
If you heard a Mario coin noise, that was my phone.
Pass the turn. I'm just playing my Chandras.
I'm going to play land, play cultivate, and pass the turn.
Can you please hold that cultivate up to the camera?
I love that
I
cultivate.
love that art. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Alright. Untap. Draw. Okay. I will cast Tymna the Weaver. I'm going to send the Solemn in at Bennie for 2.
Okay. I have no blocks. I'll take 2.
Okay, at my post-combat main phase, I lose 1 life and draw 1 card, thanks to Tymna. I will play my land for turn, which is an Orzhov Basilica. Return the swamp to my hand. And then...
So I went and got 2 basic forests.
Okay.
Just for people's FYI.
I will cast a Night's Whisper to
What does that do?
lose 2 life and draw 2 cards.
Okay. ALK, on my turn, do you want me to kill that Solemn for you?
I mean, I'm okay either way, honestly.
I just want you to be my friend.
I will go ahead and discard this Cartographer's Hawk to hand size, and I will pass.
Awesome.
What? But that card is so amazing for mono white.
Also, Zero, yes, this playmat is everything. This thing is massive, by the way. It is not your regular playmat size, and I love
Not
this.
your mama's playmat.
Not your mom's playmat, if you know what I'm saying.
Are you all set, Elk?
I am done, yes.
Not what I wanted. So I'm going to have to be wasteful. All right. I can destroy target artifact or enchantment. What do we have that's most threatening?
Basilisk collar. That collar.
What the heck?
It's scary.
Yeah, that's definitely the best one on the field.
Yeah.
It's either like it goes that Signet Solemn, just because I want my Solemn to die eventually.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at how much mana ALK has.
Hey, Katie Catastrophe.
You just cultivated.
It's in the graveyard.
All right, I'll do the Basilisk collar.
Woo!
It's only a 2. But I can't conspire because I only have 1 guy, and it's just lame. But that happens when I don't draw any mana.
Mm.
And is there anybody open?
Bennie.
Sorry, Bennie. It's only 2.
Bennie, I'm sorry. I don't mean to instigate. I do love and respect you a lot.
That's fine. I am open.
It's only 2. It's a little bit.
I mean, I think pointed out that Tymna the Weaver is probably not blocking.
I mean, I would have said that if it wasn't not right for me to not say that.
Pass?
Yes.
Awesome. Also, memes, if you're interested in getting some really beautiful altars done, we do have a really cool, person over here, ALK over here, does some really pretty stuff. Look, he did this right here. Look at how pretty. Look at how gorgeous. Just gonna, put that on a pedestal for the rest of the night because I love it.
Also, this Tymna.
That Tymna! Look at that Tymna!
I was surprised it turned out as well as it did because I was very worried because the art is, it's so good and expanding it down past where it was and the art was very difficult, but it turned out really well.
It looks perfect, to be honest. So I am going to tap Chandra to ping Bennie for 1. Actually, wait, no. I'm not touching you, Bennie. Bennie, I'm not touching you. Megan, you're 40. I'm just going to tap Chandra for her ability to ping 1 at you.
Ow.
Alrighty. And then I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to play a Torbrand, which then untaps Chandra. and then I'm going to move to combat, and I'm going to swing Chandra at you, Megan, but it'll deal 4 thanks to Torbran.
Okay.
And that's commander damage, but I promise you that's not going to matter at all with this deck. And then Chandra flips. And then I'm going to... She's at a starting loyalty 4. And I'm going to uptick her to 5. And I'm going to deal 4 damage to ALK because you're at the highest life total now.
That seems fair.
And then I am passing the turn.
I will play Reflecting Pool.
How reflective is that pool?
Yeah.
I like how Garrick's looking at that wolf like, oh shit. Here's a wolf. I would have to use too many of my little eyes on this playmat because there's so many of them.
I need to find those of mine. I know I got them, but I don't know where I put them like directly after I got them.
I love it. I love them.
All right, I'll pass turn.
Okay. Until draw.
I do have a potential death touch blocker here, just to warn you. Warn all of y'all.
I don't do combat damage, Benny. It doesn't stop me.
I mean, it would stop me, but let's see what happens. I'll send the Solemn Simulacrum at Benny and Tymna at Megan.
How big is Tymna again?
She is a 2/2.
All right. I will take 2.
I will also take 2.
Alright, post-combat, I gain 2 life from lifelink, I lose 2 life and draw 2 cards, so the life is a wash. I will play a Plains for turn.
I like how he's like looking down now. I love the little eyes. He's like, oh, this hex is pretty heavy.
I will tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and cast this Sower of Discord.
Okay.
So I'm choosing Benny and Megan.
I love it.
As it enters the battlefield, whenever damage is dealt to the one of the chosen players, the other chosen player also loses that much life.
ALK, I want you to know that I love what you just did. I love it so much.
And I will end my turn, move to discard. I will discard. No, this swamp. This swamp is less pretty.
All right, how much damage are we taking?
None yet.
Oh.
But if you attack me, you'll also take damage. Just FYI.
Yeah, that is true. Also, Katie Catastrophe in chat, we are all recording in different locations because, you know, social distancing and COVID.
Plus, we all live pretty far apart. Although not terribly far apart for the three of us.
Yeah, actually, we are. Yeah, I would say so. What is your home address? Say it right now, live on camera.
Phone number, social security number.
Yeah, a maiden name, dog's name, the street you were born on. Megan, I think it's your turn.
Is it my turn? Oh.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to remind me.
Yo, you're good. Also, ZegramSpyder, thank you for the follow.
Hey, I got a land, but it's tapped. See if there's anything else. I can't do anything. Is there anyone who's attackable? Or should I keep it? Bennie looks open. Is he open?
Don't hit Bennie.
Oh, yes.
It will hurt you. I want to win, but I would feel really bad if I didn't tell you that. That would not be good for you. You can hit me.
Who does ALK have open? Well, don't you have creatures? I'm trying to...
I do.
I have a flying 6/6 open.
Oh, yeah, that probably wouldn't go so well.
I also have a blocker that deals a lot of damage. Well, he deals 2+ damage because he's his super schmexy ability here.
Yeah, this guy's only a 2/2. Alright, I guess I'll pass.
Okay, untap, draw. Okay, this is where I need the land and I'm just not getting it. Wee bit sad about that, but it's fine. So I will be tapping 2. And we're gonna play Chandra's Regulator. So, I'm going to uptick her to 6. And, I'm going to pay 1. So I'm going to copy this ability. So I have 2 of her, upticks of 1 to do. So it's going to deal 4 damage to target player or planeswalker. So I am going to deal 4 damage to Bennie, which will then deal 4 damage to Megan.
Yay.
And then I will do my second trigger of that. Well, not trigger, but my second instance of it. And I will also target Bennie yet again. Which will then target Megan again.
Because obviously we're the 2 biggest threats on the table, right?
Well, ALK gave me a gift, you know? And I gotta... I'm sorry.
It would be rude of her to refuse.
It would be. It would be very rude. And you know what? I am what you call a very proper person. I don't curse much. I'm a very, you know, lovely individual. And I like to I took cotillion. So I'm all about that fancy schmancy, if you know what I'm saying. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap a mountain. I'm going to Oh, okay, cool. Almost had a heart attack. I'm going to tap the regulator, and I'm going to discard a red card to draw 1 card. I'm going to discard this YoKoHalps that I'm not going to play because that would be a really jerk move of me to just draw a card. Ooh, yay! And then I'll play a land for turn, which I really needed that, actually. And then I am actually going to pass. Bennie, are you talking crap about me in chat?
I am.
Chase is being a very, very bad host.
You deserve all of it.
Bennie, I'm sorry. Please don't hate me. I'm
I
sorry.
will also point out that Chase's ultimate is going to be very nasty.
Yeah.
So somebody needs...
Is it a -6 or a -7?
-7.
Yeah, no. Remember the last time she did that ultimate and she did that doubling spell with it?
Yes. So I would appreciate it if maybe people stop beating on me and maybe taking care of Chase.
I take care of myself just fine. Thank you very much. Bennie, I do feel really bad now. I told you, this is the one part of Magic I don't like is making friends sad.
I'm only sad because my deck refuses to spit out lands. But I know if I'm ever missing, if I ever don't have enough mana and I add 1 land to my deck,
yeah,
then I get mana flood.
Yeah, that happens to me too.
Happens.
Like
it's just a single card. Just add 1, and then suddenly you get too much mana.
All right, I'll play my commander.
So all creatures now have to attack. Whenever one attacks Bennie or one of his planeswalkers, Thantis gets a +1/+1 counter.
Okay,
Correct.
and Thantis is a 5/5.
So, Chase, what I'm saying now is Bennie has compelled me to attack.
Attack me?
And I
Forced
just
your
to attack
hand.
in general.
Yes.
And I do feel that compulsion.
You can attack me. It's fine.
Okay.
Just me, though. Nothing else. Just me.
Okay. Well, at the end of your turn, I'm going to sword Storbrand. Oh, I need to place that sword art.
I get a land though, right?
Nope, you just gain life.
Oh. I always think swords is the life gain one. Oh, CNC Power Hour, thank you for the follow. And I'm gonna gain, it's to power, right?
Yeah, power.
I'm back at 40.
Alright, I will play a mountain for turn.
It's going good, friend. My Torbrand just got murdered. You know, unjustifiably, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Well, now I have to attack,
No.
and both Bennie and Megan have blockers.
Please don't.
So I will send Tymna at Chase and the Sower of Discord at Chandra.
No, please don't hurt her.
Your Solemn has to attack as well.
Oh, it does have to attack. Oh, well. I guess I'll send it at Chase.
How big is the Sower?
6'6".
You make it hard to love you.
I know.
No, I'm kidding. I'm so sorry. Cool.
Well, you'll... so, anyways, I gain 2 life.
How much do I lose?
You lose 4.
Okay.
I gain 2 life, then I lose 1 and draw a card, thanks to Tymna. And then...
Ooh, guys, Wizards is hosting us right now. Thank you, Wizards.
What? Magic, hosted with 1.
Thank you. Thank you, Magic.
I will tap 8 and cast this Archfiend of Despair.
Oh, you're casting all the good ones.
Good lord.
So it's a 6/6 flying demon. My opponents can't gain life. At the beginning of each end step, each opponent loses life equal to the life that they had already lost this turn. And that includes taking damage.
At the beginning of each? Not just yours?
Each end step, not just mine.
Oh, God.
So Chase will lose an additional 4 life.
Yikes.
That
sounds mean.
That does sound very mean.
It's not nice.
It's not
It's
nice.
not mean.
Yeah. Jesus.
All right. I will pass.
That's a beefy board state.
I have things I want to play.
I do too, but I can't play them because then they'll just die. They're so weak.
This is like... I don't want that land. What do I have? 3? Man, I don't want to play Gateway Plaza because I have to pay 1 to have it. But at the same time, I want... This deck is... this is going far too slowly for me. I'm going to play Sword of Body and Mind, but I can't equip it.
Aw. Oh, that's the one that makes the wolves, right? Yes. Yep. The flavor.
The flavor works.
And the flavor wins.
I need to mill 10 cards, but I don't even want that part. I just want the wolves. Like,
just
I feel bad
with a
making
Sharpie.
I'm like, hey, you guys don't have to mill. I just want the wolves. All right, pass turn. I'm keeping this guy to chump block for me.
You have to attack.
Oh wait, no, I have to attack.
Yeah.
I guess I'll have to. Chase, what do you have there?
This is just an artifact. I have no blockers.
Oh, I guess I'll have to attack you. It's only 2/2.
Yeah, but I'll have to take an additional 2.
Oh.
And then I'll take that additional 2. So I took 4, and my heart
So
hurts.
much life lost.
So, Bennie, is this sufficient taking care of Chase?
Yes.
I'm blocking all of you on Twitter. Okay, my turn. Move to sadness stack, am I right, y'all? We'll play a mountain.
I like how your heart is tapped.
The heart is it goes into to defensive mode. Oh god,
pointy side out. Pointy side out now.
Yeah, pointy side out. Gotta protect my heart, you guys. That is a knife. My heart is a knife. That's a very bad metaphor. Sounds like a teen romance novel. My heart is a knife. God, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna play Chandra, Bold Pyromancer.
Bold.
She is,
that is
bold.
a bold play.
It is a bold play. I'm going to uptick Chandra to 5 to add 2 red mana to my mana pool. No, uptick her to 6, sorry. Put 2 red mana in my mana pool and deal 2 damage to target player. ALK, I'm dealing 2 damage to you because you're at the highest.
You realize, though, if you do it to Bennie or Megan, they both take it.
Okay.
They both...
You know I fold easily under this kind of pressure.
No, I'll take the 2. It's the
I do fold very easily. Okay, and I'm going to, let's see, I have 2 red mana in my mana pool. And I'm going to use that 2 to play Oath of Chandra, which when it ETBs, it deals 3 damage to target creature and opponent controls. So I'll deal 3 to the Solemn.
What about Tymna?
I mean, I can just recast Tymna. I'll never recast that Solemn.
It's both are good for you. I mean, what does Tymna do again?
She draws me cards when I hit people.
And has lifelink.
Okay, yeah, Tymna.
Yeah, Tymna's the right choice.
Tymna. I was trying to still be your friend, but then I remembered everything you did to me.
So... You looked at the board state for a second.
I looked past the friendship and only saw just destruction. Cool. I'm gonna move to my end step, and it's my oath says at the beginning of each end step, if a planeswalker ETB'd under my control this turn, the oath deals 2 damage to every opponent. So 2 damage to ALK and to Bennie and to Megan, but then it'll be 4 damage to Bennie and 4 damage to Meg, right? Because it'll do so 1, 2 to 1, 2 to 1, 2 to 1, 2. So yeah, it'll be a total of 4 damage to Bennie and Megan, but then just 2 to ALK. And that is my turn. My heart, this is like Undertale. My heart is protecting.
Really rude how Chase keeps dealing you damage that gets double.
Oh my god. It's because of you. I'm passing the turn. Pika Minor, do not underestimate this Chandra. She's pretty good.
All right. All right, I'm going to play Garruk, Apex Predator.
Ooh, I never see that one played.
So I'm going to -3. Destroy target creature. You gain life equal to its toughness. So I'm going to destroy ALK's Archfiend of Despair.
Yep.
Not the one that deals damage to you?
No.
Okay.
Why not?
Well, I mean, that one does it too.
That's true. Both of them just suck, actually, when you think about it.
So, importantly, I get 6 life back, so that's nice. Also, it leaves ALK open to my vigilant attack for my commander for 5.
I will take 5. Thantis. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Arizona Angels, the jokes are killing me tonight.
All right, and I'll pass the turn.
Okay. Okay.
God, the beats just keep on hurting.
Play my land for turn. deck, I'll cast a Sorin Vengeful Bloodlord.
Bloodlord?
Bloodlord.
Demon 1337. We're playing Commander, not Standard at the moment.
As long as it's my turn, creatures and planeswalkers I control have lifelink. So now my creatures have to attack. I will send the Sower at Megan and the Solemn at Chandra.
No, no.
Pyroman.
Please
Wait,
hit me. Please hit me.
No, I'm gonna hit Chandra.
No, please. I was so excited. How much are you doing?
Just for 2.
Okay. I was so excited.
Megan and Bennie both take 6, and I gain 6 life. I will uptick. Oh, I could have killed that Garrick. That was dumb of me.
You can take it back. It's fine.
No, I already made my choice. I will uptick Sorin, though, to deal 1 damage to Garrick.
Okay.
That upticks him to 6. Then I will tap 4 and cast this Veldalkin Orrery.
Orrery.
And I will pass.
Orrery.
Orrery. All right.
Hello, 33 friends in chat. How Garrick looks right now is how I feel inside. He looks kind of like Batman now.
He does kind of look like Batman.
My parents were killed by a wolf. So I decided to become a wolf.
Angry. So I'm gonna have to. Everybody's got blockers, right?
I don't, but
I also do not.
yeah.
Who said I also do not? I'm terrible at recognizing voices.
ALK has no blockers. You should probably hit me.
ALK has no blockers. I should hit who?
Him. ALK.
ALK.
Okay, so I was like, wait a minute.
There's 2
Talking about himself in third
ALKs.
person. All right, I'm gonna equip Sword of Body and Mind.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
And then attack, because I need to have something to block me.
Oh,
Another wolf.
Oh my God.
Alright, no blocks. I will take 4. And then mill for
10. Right? Mill 10?
I mill a.
The sword mills.
Sorry about that. I don't like the milling 10 part, but I like the wolf part.
I don't mind the milling. Oh yeah, 10. I'll mill Tainted Field, Command Tower, Swamp, Isolated Chapel, Loyal Apprentice, Godless Shrine, Wound Reflection, Savai Triome, Talisman of Indulgence, that should be 9, and Zozu the Punisher.
Oof.
So thank you for getting me out of that gigantic land pile.
You are welcome. Return the favor by not attacking me.
You can't make any promises.
Alrighty, pass?
Yep.
Okay. Memes in chat says, what do you call it when someone mills out? A grandiloquent play. Bunch. I like it. I dig it. Also, please ignore my non-matching mountain. It hurts me too. I'm gonna uptick Chandra to 5, and I'm going to... Actually, hold on. Let me think this very carefully.
Actually, I like to have none of my lands match when possible. But I didn't end up doing that with this deck. I would have had to switch them out and I didn't have time, but I like to I like to sometimes have no lands matching at all. Just to be mean.
Usually
Drives
I
people
do the
nuts.
same, but this time around not going that way.
I love the people that play with white bordered lands just to troll people.
Oh, I hate it.
I play with white bordered lands on some of my decks, but that's only because I legitimately love some 5th edition lands.
Alright, I'm gonna uptick Chandra to 5. I'm gonna then tap 1 for my regulator to copy it twice, so I have 4 red mana in my mana pool. We'll copy it once, I'm sorry, not twice, but I have the original and the copy. And I'm gonna deal 2 damage to target player. So that will be 4 damage. So 4 damage to ALK. And 4 red.
How's the 4 damage?
Because of Chandra. And I copy the ability. And her ability is add 2 red to my mana pool, then the Planeswalker deals 2 damage to target player.
Oh,
And
okay.
I copied it with the
I like
regulator.
the demon said, "Oh my God, I am the white bordered land guy."
So 4 red in my mana pool. I will then, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll use 4 and tap 1 for 5 to bring out Baby Chandra. Then I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to then figure out what the flip I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tap 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm gonna tap my Karn's Bastion to proliferate. Put her at 6. And then I'm going to pass the turn.
Baby Chandra's back.
Baby Chandra's back. H-Man says you leave my 4th edition lands alone. I'm a sucker for these M21 lands because they give me Chandra vibes.
I mean, that was the point, right?
I love it. I love it so much. That and the Pokemon lands. I do like these a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm going to play the Elder Spell. And destroy Sorin and Chandra Bold Pyromancer.
You were impeding upon my delicious plans, and I am so mad at you. I just wanted to deal 20 damage to you, Benny. Why wouldn't you let me do 20 damage to you?
Oh, not even in a Planeswalker deck.
Jeez.
So I get 4 extra loyalty to Garruk. And I'm going to kill the other demon of ALK.
Yeah, jeez.
So, Benny, I want you to know that I've been trying to release you to your duties at 9, and you are making it so hard. Just let me win.
Let me win.
I was only gonna deal 20 damage to you.
She's trying to do you favors.
Oh.
I'm so sad.
All right.
I'm so
Well,
sad.
then I'm going to need to attack you then.
No, please,
Chase.
Benny, I'm sorry.
For 5.
Benny, no. Benny, please.
You can block.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh. The blood feud has been instigated in chat. Benny, you and I are in a blood feud now.
Rah. Okay, I'll pass turn.
All right, untap. Oh, remember when I was doing so well, everyone? You know, 2 turns ago.
I appreciate that extra Planeswalker there, AOK.
Yeah, great. Fantastic. Let's see. I am
Oh, that sucked.
gonna read some bones. So I scry 2, then draw 2 cards. I will put 1 on top, 1 on the bottom. Then I draw 2 cards.
I like how skeletal is that skeletal scrying, right?
It's read the bones.
Or read the bones.
And I lose 2 life.
It's like the same as Knight's Whisper and like Sign in Blood. I like that.
Yeah. Then I have to attack with my Solemn. I will attack. Chase.
How much?
Blood feud.
2.
Blood feud.
I am utterly heartbroken.
I know. I will pass after that.
Also, if anybody's interested, I see some people in chat talking about it, about some beautiful proxies by ALK. Definitely just message him on Twitter. Do the tweets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my turn?
Yes.
All right. Ooh. I'm going to play... I mean, it's not really helpful at the moment, but I'm going to have Sculpting Steel be Sword of Body and Mind.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
That's a lot. Oh, for a second I was like, what is so bam?
So bam.
And then I...
So bam!
Hey, Cass!
Just draw a wolf with big glasses so you know he's so smart.
Oh my god, look at that sword. That is the best thing I've seen. I love it.
So bam.
So bam.
So bam! Alright, so I got to attack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Zuko
All right.
Zuko here.
Who is open? Is ALK open? No.
I am
What do you have
open.
there? You what?
I am open.
Benny's not open, right? Because Benny's
Benny
the
is-
one who needs the damage.
He needs the damage now, but he is not open.
I do have a green. My only blocker is green, though.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Oh, your only blocker is green? Because I have protection from green and blue, so I can hit you
But
if you don't have responses.
if you do,
What?
my spider gets bigger. So if that's a concern,
How much bigger?
+1/+1. Permanently.
I'll do it anyway, because you're the highest right now. Sorry.
Okay.
So that you get
Oh.
hit for 4.
No, what are you doing?
I'm gonna
Oh, and he has to attack as well.
Yeah.
And he'll attack ALK.
You're
So you get
Arachnogenesis?
Yes.
Oh.
ALK, this guy's attacking you.
Alright, I will take 2.
All right, what does Arachnogenesis again?
It fogs. Well, fogs
Yeah.
Benny, right?
No, it fogs everybody.
Oh, I'll gain that 2 back.
Yay!
And Benny
Way to help me out.
Benny makes spiders.
I make a spider.
Let's see.
Oh, I can't stop staring at that copy
Okay,
of the
so
sword.
I don't get a wolf. Aw. That's sad. Okay, I passed turn.
Okay, let's... Unfortunately, if people actually hit my planeswalkers, this deck becomes really poopy.
Yeah, it's all Benny's fault encouraging us to attack.
Benny, how dare you? Alright, I'm gonna... Actually, wait a minute. I don't... My mind is so good at everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna tap 6. We're gonna play a Fiery Emancipation.
What does that do? Oh, that's the lot of damage one.
That's the tripler.
Okay.
So then I'm going to tap Chandra for her ability, which is going to deal 3 damage to Benny, non-combat.
Okay.
And then that will flip. And then I'm going to uptick Chandra to 5. And I am going to deal 6 damage to Benny.
Yikes.
You took everything from me.
You took everything.
Wait, actually, hold on.
Ruined
Hold
my
on. I'm
life.
gonna copy it. I'm gonna copy it with my regulator. I'm gonna tap one to copy it. So I'm going to deal 6 to Bennie.
Yikes.
Okay. I'm done now. I'm gonna lose her as soon as I got her. She's definitely gonna die, but it was worth it. I'm done.
All right.
"46 friends, hello. Thank you for stopping by this evening. Oh, the pain.
The pain of it all.
The phone is ringing.
You managed to mute it just in time before I sneezed.
Nicely done.
I have big allergy sneezes, so it would not have been necessarily pleasant.
That is a Black Blade Reforged.
Ooh.
And I will equip it to a legendary creature, my commander.
Mm-hmm.
Teamwork. What are the spiders saying? Oh, reach! I thought it said rar.
I thought it said RAR too at first.
I'm like, wow, they are some emo spiders.
All right, I'm going to make a beast with Death Touch.
Ooh.
Wish
With Garruk.
I could have Garruk, but he's got black in him, so I can't have him in my deck.
You can just like Sharpie out the, the black.
Sharpie out the black if it's as long as it's not a black Sharpie.
You could do silver and then do green on top.
I mean, I could change my commander. I'm not super attached to Surrak. He just had a splash of blue in there, so really my commander's secondary.
Yeah. Bennie, what you doing? Who you hurting?
What's
All
your
right,
game
so
plan?
Thantis is going to attack your Chandra, Chase, and the spider is going to attack
Bennie.
you, Chase.
Bennie, why? I did nothing to you.
You're going to kill me next turn if I
Oh.
don't.
How much are you dealing to me?
1 with the spider.
And then how much is Chandra taken?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay. I'm just sad. I feel nothing.
Well, you did do 12 to me, so I figure I just deserved.
But it was cool though, right?
It was definitely cool and scary.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm still traumatized from the last time I played against this commander.
She's
All right,
she's a little better than you would expect her to be.
Yes.
Are you done, Bennie?
I am.
All right. At the end of your turn, I will flash in Gisela, Blade of Gold Knight.
Ooh.
Untap. Draw.
That angel's pretty good.
It's okay.
I love that art on that angel though. She's very pretty.
Yeah, her art's awesome. I will tap 4 and cast a Torbrand, Thane of Redfell.
Oh, you copier.
I'm a copycat. Move to combat.
I will call a flavor fail there. Not all of your creatures are red.
I know, but Gisela is. And so is Vial Smasher, who hasn't seen life outside the command zone this game. I'm going to set... Oh, Thantis has reach, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'll send Gisela at Bennie and Solemn Simulacrum at Chase.
All right, I'm taking the 2.
I will block Gisela.
I will Vandal Blast the Black Blade Reforged.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Gisela doesn't have Trample, so she will die to Garruk unless you can deal with that, Chase.
I don't. Wait,
Why
what?
would Chase want to leave that angel around?
I don't know. Just saying.
All right, so how much damage is Gisela dealing?
She deals 5 plus 2, which is 7 doubled.
Okay. So she's going to take 7 as well.
I wish I could do it.
4. So that's not enough to kill her, is that right?
That is not.
Okay.
Yeah. And I am going to pass after that.
Okay, my turn.
Yes, indeed.
Let's see. Okay.
You gotta land!
I gotta land.
Hell yeah.
Can I do anything?
I believe in you. Turn.
By the way, no one has to attack now. Just FYI.
No one has to.
Bless.
No one
Thank
has
you.
to.
Also, you should totally flip Garrick's smile back upside right because you gotta land. Now he happy. Yeah.
He turned that frown upside down.
Tim Crazy, why do I get an oops counter?
We
Oh
just got
my
raided.
God, sbmtgdev, thank you for the raid of 72 people. Oh my God, hi. SilphCoLapras, thank you for the follow. And I will put my oops counter at 3. And I guess I do take an addition. I don't know why I take an additional, but I trust you guys to keep me humble. Oops counter 3, and I'll take an additional 2.
What the heck? I'll do
Hello,
this and put this
everyone.
out.
Friends and
Wolf
chat.
Caller's Hollow. Wolf Caller's Howl. There we go. I can talk. At the beginning of my upkeep, put X 2/2 green wolf creature tokens onto the field, where X is the number of my opponents with 4 or more cards in hand. Granted, I have no idea how many cards you guys have in hand, but I'll find out next turn. Let's see. He has protection from green and blue. Is there anybody I can actually hit? Because I want to make a wolf.
You can hit me, but please don't. I'll be so sad.
ALK, you can block me.
Yes.
Protection from green, blue.
Yeah, but his Torbrand is would trade if he did.
Oh, so Tim and chat.
How big is Torbrand?
Torbrand is a 2/4.
He's a 2/4, but he would deal
4.
All right, I'll hit ALK because you're the highest, so I kind of have to attack you.
Okay. So it's just 4 total.
Yep.
And I'll take 4 and mill for 10. So I mill on Mountain.
We are indeed using Spell Table. And my camera, I'm using the Logitech. I don't remember which one. I think it's the C920. And I did miss an oath trigger, and that was my bad. And I'm smart.
And a Mogus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. A Whip of Erebos. Oh, you're right. I took half of 4, thanks to Gisela, who is still alive for another 2 turns.
Oh, okay. Well, shoot, I was giving false information. Sorry about that.
I told you I was going to stay under 5, and so far we're living up to that tonight. We have 88 viewers. Oh my God. Hello, friends, new friends. We're just playing some Paper Commander. and living the dream. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm on a
Welcome,
Logitech
folks.
C6 something.
All right, whose turn is it? Who's going?
Still yours,
Yeah,
unless you
still.
pass.
Unless
Oh,
you
it's still
pass.
mine?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm done. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
you're good. Untap. Upkeep.
I'm so sorry.
Draw,
Because
pray to
we're
God.
waiting on me.
You're fine, I promise you. Okay, I hate everything about that's going on right now. I really am. This is really hard. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna tap 6. I'm gonna play Chandra Flamecaller. She's at loyalty of 4. I am then going to minus, let's see, what's the biggest toughness on board?
Technically 5, but
5.
that's Gisela.
Okay. I'm going to oh wait, yeah, what does Gisela say again? I remember
She makes damage, prevents half damage rounded up to me or a permanent I control.
Oh damn. Okay. This is not what I wanted. I forgot to read the card. I'm going to I'm just going to sacrifice Sean. I'm going to minus X her, but I'm going to do minus 4. So I'm going to have her deal 4 damage to each creature, but Fiery Emancipation will make it 12 damage to each creature.
Oof.
So that gets reduced to 6 damage to each creature.
I forgot
That
my
still
Fiery
kills all my
Emancipation
stuff.
triples. I thought it doubled, and I was like, oh, crap. Okay, so we just did that.
So what's happening now?
I'm wiping the board.
I draw a card because Solemn dies.
Okay.
Your Solemn finally dies.
Yeah, it's been the longest lived Solemn.
QKYC, thank you for the follow, friend. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move to my end step. Actually, I'm then going to I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna tap 1. I'm gonna tap my regulator, and I'm going to discard Sarkhan the Masterless to draw 1 card. I'll play a land for turn. And moving to end step, my oath will kick in, and everyone is gonna take 6 damage. Because I did have a Planeswalker come into control under my turn, although she did pass away. Because I was a little bit too eager with her.
Ouch.
But then I'm
going to
going
survive long enough for this to make a couple of wolf tokens. It's not going to do much for me, but it's satisfying.
I'm then gonna pass the turn.
All right.
This game is coming down to the wire.
Yes, it is. I love Gisela, but she was so scary.
No, she's very scary.
Bread hater, thank you for the follow. I really like your username.
Bread hater?
Bread
Who
hater.
hates bread?
Apparently bread
That's
hater
blasphemy.
hates bread.
Bread hater hates bread.
Yeah.
I'm not overly fond of bread.
I love sourdough, but that's about
bread.
it.
I love sourdough too,
Love
but otherwise I'm just like, yeah, no.
Love most forms of
I
bread.
think we're all a little bit of a bread hater on the inside.
Depends on the bread.
All right, back to ALK.
Oh, you played
All right.
Thantis again?
Thantis.
Shoot.
Okay, that does mean I am going to tap 2 during Benny's end step and cast this Tome of Legends. Whenever my commander enters the battlefield or attack, it gets an additional page counter. I'm removing its first page counter just to draw a card.
So good.
Alrighty. I will play a land for turn. And I am going to pass after that.
Okay. How many of you have 4 or more cards in hand?
I only have 2.
I have 4.
I have 3.
Dang it.
I have 4. You get 1.
I get 1 wolf token.
Garrick's back to a frown. When I want more, he just wants to be a dog dad.
All right, let's see what I got here.
It's like the stupid necromancer curse. All I wanted to do was play with my puppies.
My landlord says I can't have dogs. That's why he lives in the woods.
All right, I'm gonna play Wolf Rider's Saddle. Bring out another Wolfie.
Oh, cute little wolf boy.
Cute little wolf boy.
I'm still obsessed with your sword. I love everything about it. It brings me so much happiness just to look at.
I'm gonna pass.
Okay. Okay. Mountain. I am going to do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can I do that? I don't know if I can do that. One. Come on. I can't do math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was one short. We're gonna bring in baby Chandra. Little baby Chandra. Baby Chandra. I'm gonna tap 1 to tap the regulator. We're gonna chuck teenage Chandra to draw a card. And then even my own board wipe hurt. I'm gonna pass the turn.
A certain random guy says, "Did you remember to do the damage of Oath of Chandra during your last turn?"
I did, because everyone took 6. So I did.
Yes.
2 turns ago, not the case, but that's my fault for forgetting. So, pass into Bennie.
All right, go to my attack step because I have to attack.
Mm-hmm.
And Chase, I'm attacking you with Thantis, and ALK, I'm attacking you with the Beast.
I'm gonna... Let's see. Well, ALK has time to respond first.
Yeah, in response, I will flash in these Verge Rangers. I get to look at the top of my card in my library at any time.
Nice.
You know what? I'll block with baby Chandra.
Okay.
And I will block the Beast with the Verge Rangers.
Put this front and center to shame myself publicly.
All right, I will, well, yeah, I'll go ahead and make a Beast. And I will play a Pernicious Deed.
Ooh, what does that do again?
Oh, that's a good one.
What does that do?
For X mana, I can sacrifice it and destroy each artifact, creature, and enchantment that costs X or less.
Oh. That's not fun.
And I'll pass to ALK.
You have 6 up currently?
I do.
Interesting. Okay, well, in for a penny, in for a pound, right? Let's cast, at the end of your turn, I'll recast Vial Smasher. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will also recast Tymna. Tome of Legends gets 2 counters on it because both my commanders entered the battlefield.
All right, hold on.
You got something?
I'm gonna go ahead and deed for 4.
Deed for 4. Alrighty.
And that's blank and under.
Yes.
That is particularly annoying, but I understand. So the regulator and the oath go away.
Mine are 0 anyway, so regardless of what you did, they would be dead.
So Thantis and Garrick remain on Benny's battlefield.
Plus the fiery emancipation on.
Plus the fiery emancipation. All right. What does the fiery emancipation say? If the source you control would deal damage. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's not fun for me.
I used to think it was if any source, but then I took a closer look and realized I was very wrong.
Yeah, that'd be much better for me right now if it's the other thing. I will tap 2 and cast a Lightning Greaves.
Oh.
And then I will tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a Heartless Hidasugu.
Oh my god, yes.
What does that do?
How's our life totals?
So yeah, Heartless Hidasugu's ability is he can tap and deal damage to each player equal to half that player's life total rounded down.
Jeez.
So I will move to combat. I don't have any creatures that can attack, so I skip combat. Post-combat mid phase, I will put the Lightning Greaves on Hidasugu.
Look at that loophole you found.
I know.
Are you gonna do it?
Well, it's much more fun to think about what the exact right time to do it was. So I will pass.
Let's hear your evil laugh, ALK. All right.
Actually pretty good. All right, my turn. I got nothing on the field except an angry Garrick. But how many of you have 4 or more cards in hand?
I have 2.
I also have 2.
I have 3.
Ah, dang it! Got nothing.
I know Chase hasn't wheeled or anything.
Yeah, I don't I don't do that in this one. The wrong red deck.
Let's see. I'm going to play Wolfstalker and then attach one of the Sobams to him.
Mm-hmm.
And pass turn.
Alrighty.
What's the creature?
He's a Witch Stalker. He has Hexproof. He's a wolf.
Oh, okay.
Hexproof, and whenever an opponent casts a blue or black spell during my turn, I put a 1/1 counter on him.
Nice.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Oh, Lord.
This kind of fits in. I'm so sorry.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna play a Fanatic of Mogus. ALK, you're just barely. So Fanatic of Mogus, when he ETBs, he deals damage to each opponent equal to my devotion to red, which is 4, but that'll be 12. So ALK's at 1. ALK's at 1.
And I'm at 1.
So if you
so I can't even do anything with Hidasugu. I was right to hold off.
Ouchie.
So
Boom. Eliminated.
So he would have done damage to you also for half your life?
no,
Yeah.
just
Hidasugu deals each player, so including me.
Oh, interesting. I mean, it works if you're ahead.
so
Or if you have any of the damage doublers, like I had out earlier.
so ALK's
Yes.
at 1, and Megan, you are also dead. I'm so sorry.
Yep. I'm dead.
And I can do jack shit. I have
Alright.
1 card in hand. I'm passing the turn.
Okay. Untap. What do I got?
Oh, ALK, you're at 1.
I'm at
I'm sorry.
Just for your information. Such a fun place to
Wait,
be.
so I'm at 1.
You're
right?
at 1, yeah.
Chase, cards in hand?
Oh, a single card.
You have a single card in hand. If you would have been able to kill me with it, you already would have.
Or maybe I'm just drawing it out because I'm just awful. I'm kidding, I wouldn't. I got nothing.
Okay. So...
I was so sad that he was at 13. I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
We'll see if you'd flung a little damage his way instead of upside my head. It'd have been...
I stand by my choices, Benny.
So Bam didn't get to bam anybody.
I'm so sorry about the so bam.
All right. I can't win, but I think I can do something that is just as good as winning at this point.
No.
Which is drawing. So I will tap 9 mana
Oh god.
and cast this Earthquake for 8. In response, I will tap Heartless Hitasugu, which deals damage to each player equal to half of that player's life total rounded down. So it deals 0 to me, which is half of 1 rounded down, and 8 to Chase.
So you're gonna take me out with you?
Yes.
Cool, we die at the same time.
We die at the same time, and the game is a draw.
Nice. Well played.
My god. Alright, let me see. Alright, yeah. Oof, yeah, it would have been a while before I hit something that could actually hurt you. Jesus, that was something. Oh my god.
That was a crazy game.
That was a crazy game.
That was a really good one, actually. Alrighty, and my oops counter stayed under 5.
Yay!
I'm really proud of that. That means I'm kind of okay at what I do. ALK H-Man in chat says, what a 1000 IQ move.
I can't figure out how to win, but at least I can figure out how to draw.
At least I can make sure that you don't.
If I can't win, nobody can.
Oh my god. Alrighty, guys. We are at the end of the stream. Zero says ALK playing 5D chess. It was an absolute blast. These were some great games. Thank you to the 49 people who are chilling out and chat with me throughout this entire evening. And thank you to ALK, Megan from Infinitokens, and Benny from Bennie. It's really fun. I think it's really funny because sometimes I'll have people refer to me and they'll say Chase from Mana Curves, and that makes it sound like I have like an LLC or something, and I like that. Benny from his home.
Empire.
Mana Curves Empire. We're starting it. So we're at the end of the stream, and so now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go round robin and have everybody plug as much as they want to, pretty please. Starting with ALK, who beautifully robbed me of my win in the most beautiful of ways.
The most spiteful fashion.
If I lose, I'd rather lose like that.
Alright, I'm ALK Alters. I make pretty magic cards on the internet. I just posted my link tree in the chat. New to that is my Instagram, which is just a gallery of my work, which I try to update at least once daily. So follow that to see all of my pretty magic card pictures. The rest of my general hub of activity is on Twitter, where I post my stuff and also shit post and post about relevant political issues of the day.
Fantastic. Megan.
Hi, I'm Megan. I'm from Infinitokens Dry Erase Cards. I make and sell these lovely things here that you can draw on and make into your own tokens or cards and make fun of things or draw silly things like Sobam. And I swear I can draw better than that, just not right on the spot. And Angry Garrick. You can put that in chat. You can find them at infinitokens.com and check it out if you want. And if you don't, no worries.
I will say that they are an absolute must for anybody trying to do webcam magic. They are a huge lifesaver, and they're also really good if you're doing in-person magic, when you have a lot of like copy, target creature, and it just beats like writing on a little piece of paper. So highly recommend these, and the cute little like chipperooskies. I love these. I use them every time I stream. I really cannot recommend them enough. And there's also a command in chat, !tokens, and it'll directly link you to Infinitokens.
And if you want to play in store and steal creatures but not touch someone else's cards, they work too.
Exactly.
If you don't want to touch someone else's germ-infested cards.
If you don't want to touch somebody's white-bordered lands,
You don't know where
white-bordered
they've been.
on you.
And Bennington.
Hi, I'm Benny Smith. I write about Commander every week for StarCityGames.com on Saturdays. Feel free to go check out my stuff over there, and I'm also on YouTube and Twitch under The Complete Commander, and I'm on Twitter as @BlairWitchGreen, and I also put my link tree in the chat.
I just saw your crow.
That's
great.
He turned into a thieving magpie real quick.
Yeah. I love the googly eyes.
I love them a lot. And I am Chase, also known as Manicurves. You can find me everywhere at Manicurves. I'll awkwardly grab my keyboard from afar and bring it here. It matches my playmat in a very obnoxious way that I think really just hits home. I do have a Discord, I do have a Patreon, I am on the Twitters a lot, and I do have a link tree as well, so you should definitely check that out if I could type my commands correctly. There it is. Also, I'm going to drop the Infinitokens command as well. So definitely check that out. I stream Paper Magic Wednesdays and Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I do a deck building stream every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I write an article about that stream for TCG Player. And I'm also sponsored by the wonderful folks at TCG Player and Ultra Pro, so you should definitely check them out. And that is my very long-winded spiel.
Chase, are you in some sort of league also?
Oh, my goodness, indeed I am. League of Legends. I'm just kidding. I did used to play that, though. I'm also playing in the EDH Boxing League with a bunch of other fantastic creators. Some of the games are streamed, some of them are not. It just kind of depends on how we feel. I'm encroaching week 2, and have performed just as I would expect, which is poorly. I am playing Rada from M21, who is amazing, but I did not get an Azusa or an Evolving Wilds or any land stuff, so I'm just kind of playing real big stuff and suffering. But we're gonna see how I do this week in week 2, so pinkies crossed. And yes, that is the steez that I have. So thank you to the 50 viewers who are chilling out here with me tonight. Thank you, Megan and Benny and ALK. Thank you, Magic Watsy, for hosting the stream, and for the person who rated. I refreshed my chat, so your username disappeared, and I'm so sorry. So you guys have a wonderful evening. Please stay safe, and remember that Black Lives Matter, and please support Black businesses, and Black creators as well. So you guys have a good night, and I will see you on Tuesday. Alrighty.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, guys.